Hey everybody, Papa Gord here, and okay, where are we? We are Princess Leia? No. Oh, right. General Grievous. I still really honestly haven't really messed around with him that much, but I figure I don't want to drag it out since he's basically the newest figure out presently, besides Wave 20 for those of us who either just got them shipped out or been able to find them. So other than that, he's I mean, he looks good. I don't know. He's D1. I don't have my box because I finally got another bigger box so I could box my boxes, which sounds just bizarre. But anyway, yeah. So that's General Grievous. I think he looks pretty solid. I mean, facially, there's really nice detail. Like the closer you get in and you look, like his eyes kind of got that red muscly look to them. Kind of make out maybe a little bit of yellow, very little bit. It's really hard. I'd almost say like his head seems a little small, but I don't know. It could be proportionate to him. Here, we'll slip off his cloak. Actually, you know what? Let's look at the cloak first. So, again, like everybody pretty much has seen in the pictures and everything else and other reviews. So it's got the four pockets stitched on to the inside. It's not a bad. I mean, it's got weight to it, so hopefully that means it'll lay a lot nicer. Again, and I know some other people have said the same thing. I don't really quite understand the whole why that's not stitched. It's just kind of weird. And then I may have to. I'm not sure, but I got some extra threads going on mine on the gray side, some red. So I don't know if I don't know. I may just leave that because my luck, if I try to rip that stitch out, it may just all the way. So, I mean, it's, not bad. It is stitched here. It's not a Velcro. It's not a snap. Nothing like that. So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty decent. I honestly think it does look a little different, or quite a bit different, especially up in more in the neck region, I think, from the original shots. But I guess, again, either prototypes or what have yous. So, and I mean, yeah, he's, I don't know, maybe it's just because I just don't have a huge love for General Grievous. Maybe that, I mean, it's great we have him because, again, prequel figures are sorely lacking in the Black Series line. And with coming up on the 20th anniversary of the Phantom Menace this year, maybe we're starting to see a little bit more love for the prequels, and maybe again being more such of a, I am a Star Wars fan, but definitely more of a diehard original trilogy rather than the prequels. I did line up for all of them. And I just think that, again, I was maybe one of those Star Wars snobs, I think, back in the day, after walking out of Phantom Menace and going, really? That's what we got after all these years? And the Clone Wars, or Attack of the Clones, sorry, really wasn't much better. It was great to see a lot of the clones and how they came to be and all that stuff or whatever. Revenge of the Sith, I found, was my favorite out of the three. Mind you, the whole screaming Darth Vader thing really just, oh my god, let's not even go there. But anyway, but yeah, I mean, I am stoked to have him on my shelf. I probably I'll move him around, but I'll probably just keep him kind of somewhat posed like that because he does take up an awful lot of real estate, especially if you've got all four arms out, lightsabers are blaring, and what have you. So you need a good spot for him. So he definitely does take up the room. I think he's really light. So for that extra money, because he's D1, so I'm assuming that means deluxe number 1. So I guess like Moloch and Gamorrean Guard, I guess they don't count. Or this is new now, so it'll be interesting to see what they consider deluxe now afterwards. So I don't know. There we go. There's the first question. What do you think would follow up as the next figure in the deluxe line? Or if you got to pick, what would you put in there? So let me know down in the comments. Be interested to see some different opinions. But I mean, he does have, his posabilities pretty cool. I mean, between his little chicken legs and stuff like that. And again, I know a lot of people said biggest complaint really is the fact that there's not a rocker. So you've got the swivel, but there's no ankle tilt. So that's a bit of a bummer. But I mean, to see again all the mechanics that had to go in to making this figure work, and for the price point, because up here in Canada this is $39.99. EB Games carries it, so of course, again, I have an Onyx card, which means I get more of a discount. So I think I paid like $33.99, something like that. I don't know. But he comes with his 4 lightsabers. They are, a definite improvement over our past lightsabers. Definitely nicer, thicker material on the blades. They feel a lot more firm pegging into each of the lightsaber handles. All the lightsaber handles are different. They are very well done with the paint jobs on them. You got some golds. You can see the reds for the igniter buttons, the blacks, the silvers. So those look really solid. Like you can, he's got a bit of a, not a huge spread. He's got, a really good range. I mean, he can more than kick his backside with, like, and that's not even with his foot. For the love of God. Let's get him down. His head, he's got quite a bit of range with the head. The arms, I'm not going to really fart around with the arms. That's where this thing really kind of lets me down a little bit, I think. And that's, if I were to spend the time and heat them up a little bit to kind of bend them back down into place, I find my right arm doesn't really peg together all that well. And then as soon as you move it once, it already wants to pop apart. Left arm is better on mine, but I mean, it's got, like, in behind the arm plates, you can see all the different ball joints and everything, and it does fairly consistently move as a one piece. When you put the two halves of the arms together, it moves pretty well to give you some range anyways, which is nice. And I know, again, to take something from screen to transfer it into something physical in your hand, again, I have nothing to compare this one to. If Figuarts or if another third-party company has made a model kit that may hold up better than this version. But I mean, as far as this one going with the rest of the Black Series, yeah, it definitely, it fits. He looks like he should. I appreciate the time spent on the cape. I just think the cape doesn't look finished because it's not been stitched at the bottom. I'm going to put him down for a quick second because he does have one more accessory, which I've got on Mr. Obi-Wan right here. So he comes with his one blaster, which again, I think is more of an Obi-Wan Kenobi accessory. But I mean, it's got, you can see almost like a silver flake a little bit in there, so it kind of helps break up just being a straight single color. But I mean, it is a blaster. You don't expect it to be like rainbow colored or something like that, and like not Fortnite for Pete's sake. But yeah, I mean, you know, it looks good. It's a nice sturdy piece anyways. Fits pretty, actually just fits almost perfect into Obi-Wan's hand. I know it's uncivilized for a Jedi to use a blaster, but you know, so can always have him posed. I don't think I'm ever gonna have Obi-Wan holding the blaster pointing it at General Grievous, but yeah, you never know. You know, maybe if I have a party or some guests over or something like that, I can change it up and mess with people. But yeah, so it's not like probably my best thoughts on him. Maybe they'll change, which has happened with some of my other Black Series figures. Now that I don't have them in that glass cabinet where you have to go through the side to get at all the figures, and now they've got them out on an open shelf, which I still need a better display, but at least now they're open, so I can kind of pick and choose whenever I want and sit there and just kind of have, again, grow more of an appreciation for the figures that I have and the work that's gone into them. So I mean, I do appreciate what Hasbro, I mean, you can definitely see the growth from, again, like, you know, this is one of the first couple of wave release to, and I mean, this is, you can't really compare a crazy psychopathic hacky wheezy you know, I almost wish he had a mustache that he could sit there and, yeah, you know, and just whatever, but you can't compare. But and to say he's not a bad figure as well. I really love this one too, but just to see where we have gotten to now, like we're almost, I won't say that we're getting spoiled, because, you know, we get some really solid ones with a good amount of accessories, so we feel like we got our money's worth. And then they'll end up dumping a dog on us, like, I don't know, like another R2-D2 that comes with no accessories and charges $40 for it. So anyway, so that's my thoughts on him. So again, like I always put out there, have you got him? Is this one that you were, yeah, I gotta have you gone model kit wise? Let me know down below. And yeah, so comment, share, subscribe, like, all that usual YouTube bumbo jumbo. I'm gonna get this going right now with some pictures. Again, sorry Ham and Jam, I'm gonna include some pictures of the prototype Fett in this video. So again, huge shout out to Ham and Jam for sending me the white prototype Boba Fett. I can't stop. Every time my head goes down because it's still sitting over here because I was taking some pictures late last night before I went off to bed. So yeah. So let me know what you think of them, and we'll start rolling back out on Solo. I'm gonna have to go back and see where we left off or who we're on to. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Never mind. I do have one sitting over to the side. He's been waiting a while to get it, but we've had some guest stars show up recently. So. Hopefully we got some more mailbag stuff. I do have something I did get in the mail last week. I'm super excited for, and hopefully now that we've gotten through wave 20 in Grievous, maybe once we get through the Solo wave, I will do that thing. So anyways, again, thanks so much for sticking with me this far, guys, and we will see you guys real soon. So have a good day.